First of all, I'd like to welcome everyone to this wonderful occasion of the marriage of Daniel and Ciara. What a fantastic day we've had already, and today is only young.
Wow!
Benighted.
I'd like to welcome Coco and Mary Larissa to Ireland. I know you had to go to an awful lot of trouble to get here, but we're delighted you're here, and I know that it means so much to Ciara and Daniel that you are here. So thank you for coming.
Here.
Welcome to Connor, Danielle, Cleo and Eli in London, to Manuel and Maya in Toronto. We're disappointed you're not here with us, but because of travel and all that, but we're with you in our thoughts and hearts today. We would like to welcome Daniel into the Dolan family.
Thank you.
And I think, as Manuel has spoken already, we will have to get the picture redone next year.
It's okay.
Yeah. And obviously Daniel is very well liked by all the family, but particularly by the next generation. I think they really have a soft spot for him. Being the youngest, Ciara has always been a very independent lady, well able to think for herself, and she's been very committed to her studies over the years, very competitive when it came to her sports, which were hockey and camogie. Her opponents sometimes were wise to keep out of her way because as one of those genteel ladies from Mount Anvil in one of those posh schools used to say, that girl can be very rough. As part of her studies, she headed off to France when she was 20 years old, and she studied for 2 years in France, graduated there, and spent a very enjoyable time there. Returning to Dublin then, she worked for Google for a few years. Then she headed off to Sydney, did a lot of travel when she was over that part of the world. Next thing, she was heading for New York, where she met Daniel and fell in love there. At Christmas in 2016, when she was home, we heard little whispers about a man in her life, and over the next few months we got to hear the name Daniel mentioned more often. So then the following year, myself and Teresa went on a holiday to Peru, and Daniel kindly put us in touch with Mary Lucy and Coco, and we had a lovely evening in Lima in a nice restaurant with them there, and had a wonderful time. And it's a bit unusual, I think, that the parents would meet up before they meet the boyfriend and girlfriend. That was the case for us anyway, and everything has worked out well.
We met in order to make all the arrangements.
Yes, yeah,
Dowry.
yeah.
We sorted out the dowry that night.
2 cows.
Over the last few years we've got to know Daniel and grown very fond of him. We know he has been very supportive of Ciara over the last few years, moving to Spain for her, learning a new language, changing jobs. Some of them weren't going so well, but I know Daniel was a rock for her on those occasions and looked after her very well, and we appreciate that very much. We've enjoyed Daniel's visits to Dublin, and also when we went to the Costa Brava on our family holiday a few years ago, and he was the master chef of the barbecue. Teresa and I would just like to wish you well in your future life together. After the ceremony today, I can think there's no doubt that you will make a success of your life together. We just like to wish you well. If there's anything we can help you along the way, that would be, we would like to do it. even if it's only grouting the tiles in the back. Finally, I would like to thank my wife Teresa for her support over the years. Sometimes when I was busy with work or with football in Ballyboden, I mightn't have been around all the time, but she always picked up the slack for me on that occasion. So I'd like to thank her for that. And without further ado, I think it's that old saying, let's party.
Lovely. Well done. Lovely.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Is that man?
Well done.
If you like the sound,
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Sit down. Well, thank you very much for your words, Sean. Thank you. Actually, what you have said and before Daniel and Ciara somehow explains all my feelings, but anyway, I want to thank you very much for your words and also for the time that you spent with us in this beautiful island. I didn't say island, I said Ireland. Just in case. all the time that you and Teresa spent with us. And that made me feel very comfortable as well as with Maria Luisa. Daniel and Ciara spoke a lot of the families. I'm also agree with them that the families actually the support of the way that your child and your children act and develop around in the world. So, having said that, I say that not always everything is as perfect as we wish it would be, but in the case of Daniel and Maya and Ciara, sorry, Daniel, I have to say that I'm sure that Ciara has learned a lot from his family as well as Daniel, but the life of being a marriage couple makes you also transfer the benefits and sometimes not the good things of what you handle in your family, but I want to make, or I want to explain what I am trying to say, like a small anecdote about Daniel's way of living before he met Ciara, yes. I remember when we went to Mexico, and we were in the pyramids in Teotihuacan, I think that is the name, and I decided to give some money to each of my two children, yes, to Manuel and Daniel, almost the same amount, and I was in the store buying some kind of souvenirs, and then I saw a guy that was Daniel. He was almost 10 or 15 years old, I think, with a bill of 20 pesos entering into the store saying, what I can buy with 20 pesos. So I was worried about the way that Daniel spent the money, but today I'm very happy to hear Daniel saying, now I have that many amount of thousands of euros in my saving, and also Ciara has that amount. So I think that I have to thank you, Ciara, for changing some of the bad habits of Daniel. And I'm sure that Daniel also is going to help you.
Correct some of my bad
habits.
habits.
So saying that, I just want to thank you very much to both of you, the happiness that we are having with Maria Luisa, knowing that you're going to make a nice life from now on, or continue your nice life from now on, to have a very, I don't know, fulfilled life, that you can achieve all your wishes, be a happy family, have not plenty, but some children. That's all. Sometimes it's going to be difficult, sometimes it's going to be easy, but that's life. You have to push and to go forward and to make as much as possible to help each other in order to obtain the goals that you have decided for your life. Okay? So,
Cheers. Well
Cheers.
done.
Cheers.
Well done.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Kitchen roll. Thank you for making Daniel more focused.
Cost effective.
It has been almost 14 years since Danielle had moved to Spain for a half year studies at the Spanish University. But by that time, Manuel already has moved to Canada, and we count on Danielle to stay with us almost as an older child. First mistake. Daniel found its own way living abroad, and he seems to like it better than stay in Peru with us. When he finished his studies in Spain, when he finished, I'm nervous.
It's okay. It's okay.
When
We're all
he
family
finished
here.
his studies, Spain was in the middle of the worst economic crisis, and I had certain hopes that he would not find a job. And then, and then he returned to our arms. Second mistake. He not only found a job, but he was in one of the most outstanding legal firms there. As I had mentioned in Manuel's wedding, we developed our letting them go skills and let aside our overprotecting way of being. I had to mention that when we traveled to Spain thinking of picking him back to Peru after his 6 months of study, and he told us that he will stay there, Coco could not avoid running to tears when we were alone. That was true, yes. Years has passed, and we get used to have our 2 only sons living abroad. The good thing is that we travel a lot, which I love, to visit them, and more important, that we witness how they became good people and were building a good life. Years later, Daniel went to New York to study his master's degree. He has always wanted to live there for a while. Probably in his inner, he knew that New York would give him the greatest gift, which is you here. They seem to be a perfect couple, like partners, and believe Daniel is not that easy. It seems to me that Ciara not only knows how to get the best of him, but at the same time, he's so happy with her. They enjoy doing things together. During these almost 5 weeks that we spent together, we had witnessed their love, their mutual support and respect. It's a blessing for us to know that Daniel is so loved and cared for Ciara, and also his fantastic family. I will repeat what I said to Manuel and Maya's wedding. The thing about that today you start the race of marriage. It's not a sprint, but one of endurance. You need discipline, commitment, and effort. And it's a race that do not have a set route, but as long as you have each other's support, there will be nothing to stop you. And be sure that we, the Cerrutis and the Dolans, will always be there for you.
Well, the dollars are closer, so they have to.
Thank you.
I'm so happy that you are.
We have to fly 2 hours, we have to fly 6 months, 6 weeks. All right. What did you do?
Lovely.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Sí. Manuel, espera.
I think it's on the laptop. The sound.
I'm sorry.
Manuel, we can hear you.
You can hear me.
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
I was gonna say I'll go first, but I should have said I'll go fourth. Ciara and Daniel were telling me that I look like not very good morning, that I looked like I hadn't slept. I think the problem was the angle of the camera.
Looks better now.
Now it's much better.
In Toronto, you can't get any haircuts. So.
Oh yeah.
Now, like, you have to imagine my Neil's hair looks like today. Make a few corrections. So my dad said that Daniel bought a pyramid or a rock. I was the one who bought the rock. I'm pretty sure that he bought ice cream.
Likely story.
It's very, very sad for me, especially in the past couple of weeks and in the past couple of days to internalize that I'm not I'm not able to be there with you. I would love to be there and share this very special moment of my big brother finally, settling down and getting married. A few years ago, I think my parents and I would have agreed that this maybe was not happening in years. I think Daniel did the right thing of take his time and think a lot and found someone that I think is a perfect match for him.
Like his father.
I think, talk a little bit about Daniel and me growing up. He was so meaningful in my childhood and or the time we spent in Peru. For me, 18 years, really defining so many of the things that I ended up defining me, like music and hobbies and personality. So that's a lot, and I think that maybe one thing that we're not too similar is that I'm a bit more of a jumping in and doing things, and Daniel is much more of a planner and a thinker, and I think Ciara, you really complement him very well and take him from being going from planning to really doing. I think you really showed him that, and I think it's going to be really, really valuable. It has been already, but it will continue to be valuable in the challenges you might face together. And it reminds me a little bit of the way that my dad and my mom are, actually. My dad is much more of a planner and a thinker, and my mom really helps him move forward.
Yeah.
So sorry about that, Daniel and Ciara.
I'm resourceful also.
You've done a lot together already. I told Ciara I wasn't going to give a speech, but I can't help myself. You've gone through a lot these past couple of years, right? As Sean said, difficult jobs, moving countries, lots of challenges, and you've overcome them together really well. I was going to say you've even overcome a pandemic or a lockdown, but really you've really overcome Daniel's job, which is even more challenging. So yeah, I know you will continue to really support each other and do a lot of great things together, and you're a great couple, and I'm really glad that Daniel found such a perfect match, and vice versa.
Cheers! Cheers! Virtual hugs! Cheers! Cheers!
Hello, Des.
That is I am happy I'm happy to realize that the way that Sean and Teresa work as a family is also very similar the way that John and Karen works. No, they looks very, very similar. So I don't know how it works, but I think that you two, Manuel and Daniel, somehow decide to find a girl with the characteristic that we have also taught to you and Daniel. No,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's make that even today that we have been with Sean and Teresa so only 2 times during our life, we feel very confident, very comfortable, as well as with John and Karen, because of I think we have something in common. I'm going to search because I am a thinker, as you say. What is it? But I'm happy to hear that from you.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Okay, big kiss for both.
Yeah, cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
You need the balance of thinkers and doers. I agree with you, Father.
Wait, I'm not going to make a speech.
Yes, we want it.
Well, when somebody says I don't make a speak, he's going to make
but
a speak.
I do want to say that I definitely couldn't ask for a better sister and brother-in-law, and I'm just so excited for you to be officially now married. I think you, as everyone said, just complement each other so well, and the support and respect that you show for each other, and I think the joy that you bring to each other's lives and the things that you share, like I think it's been so nice to get to know Ciara and to watch the kind of Danielle grow. No, but I think you both like bring out really wonderful things in each other, and yeah, just watching your relationship grow is a better way to put it. From the first moments in 2016 when we were also hearing whispers about an Irish girl that Danielle had met, and seeing you move from New York to Spain and tackle so many, and traveling even Southeast Asia, so many things that you've done together already, and just wishing you the very best, and looking forward to being able to be in person, to meet all of you who we haven't met, and being able to share many more memories together. So, congratulations.
Cheers, Maya. Yes.
Cheers. Well done. Thank you.
Cheers.
So, London time.
No pressure, London.
You're after killing me here. I was like, Ciara was saying, do you want to say a few words? And I was like, I'm going to save it for the big party in Peru. 2022 in Peru.
Yes!
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
sing it in Spanish then,
You
right?
still owe me my cock party.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's waiting for
It's a hate for
stag
men.
party. Oh, he knows, Peter. He knows.
Yeah, Elena's a little concerned. Maybe you want to save it for later.
But yeah, so I've nothing prepared. I'm saving. I'm going to keep my powder dry for when we're all together in person. I didn't trust myself. I thought I'd get too emotional.
Oh.
That's awesome now.
We love you, bro.
I love you so much.
You have to speak.
Saved by the bell.
So, I just want to say, I'm so happy for you. Like, the pictures coming through today were like amazing to see, and I'm so happy that you found each other, and that you're having such a great day. And Daniel's family and brother and sister-in-law are beautiful people, and I can just see that this is going to be a really lovely family. You know, the donuts and the Carutis together, we're going to smash it. Here's to love and
Cheers,
joy.
Connor. Cheers, Connor.
Cheers.
Cheers, Cleo.
Save your money.
Thanks, Lisa. Hi, Cleo.
Cleo's playing blind today in the background.
Yeah.
Flying around. Little princess.
Hi, Cleo.
Hi, Danielle.
Hi, Cleo.
Cheers.
Cleo is kissing herself in the mirror. She's feeling the love.
Yeah. Oh. Hi.
Do you want to bring the laptop in? Do you want to see a good cake?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Is it
She's going to talk.
You don't have to cut it.
You can feed each other a little piece.
Oh, no.
Come on.
You have to do
You
it,
have to
yeah.
do it.
Okay, do you want to cut the other piece maybe?
Cut a little piece.
A little piece.
Yeah, beautiful.
No, she's supposed to feed you.
I need to feed me that little.
Oh, there's a kiss with cake in her mouth.
Hey.